The first photographic evidence of President Donald Trump's mass deportation promise in action. His press secretary posting these photos on social media, showing people being escorted onto a military aircraft shackled at the ankles and waist. Video released from the Guatemalan government shows 2 flights arriving in the capital city. Trump officials say 538 people were arrested by immigration officials on Thursday, including some criminals.
When I got this information, I was appalled.
Meanwhile, the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, saying a raid overnight in his city was done without a warrant and that U.S. citizens were detained alongside 3 undocumented migrants.
One person showed their military veteran identification and was still questioned anyway. If we allow people to identify us or put us in categories of criminal or any other thing just by the way we look, then we're going back to a time that was very dangerous in this country, specifically for people that looked like me.
Federal immigration officials saying citizens are sometimes ID'd during their field work. The arrests and deportations, though, putting immigrant communities further on edge, especially after the Trump administration lifted a long-standing policy that barred arrests in and around schools and churches.
The police department or ICE can...
Javier Leyva has been a pastor at a church in Eagle Pass, Texas, right along the U.S.-Mexico border for the past 5 years.
Do you think that ICE agents would come to your church?
Well, if they have orders and if they suspect that somebody's undocumented, even if we're Christian, we have to follow the law and obey it, whether we like it or not.
Have you gotten a sense that some of your parishioners are going to stop coming to Mass because they're scared?
That's very possible. Or even go to the doctor. Or get their kids out of school.
That was the way they were raised.
Across town, a group of Eagle Pass locals meet up for their daily political breakfast.
The people who we don't want to have here are those who are criminal intent or criminal already did, and yeah, they should be removed. But I don't see the mass deportations freaking people out, dividing up families.
We need to establish order. We cannot continue with this disorder that we're having right now.
What's not yet clear is where the line will be drawn. If deporting mostly criminals will satiate calls for mass deportations, or if the rest of the estimated 11 million people in the U.S. illegally will also be targeted. Toni, Waterman, CGTN, Eagle Pass, Texas.